You ever get that feeling? You know the one. You work hard, you get the raise, you're making more money than you ever have before, but somehow you feel more broke than ever? Well, let me just say, what you're feeling, it is not in your head.
It's this weird paradox, right? Your income keeps climbing, but your financial stress? It stays exactly the same, or heck, it even gets worse. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. In fact, this feeling is incredibly common.
And here's the thing you've got to understand. This isn't happening by accident. It's the result of a system that is expertly designed to keep you running on a hamster wheel, a system we call the salary trap.
So how exactly does this trap work? Well, it builds you a lifestyle that feels successful on the outside, but it's really just a comfortable prison, one designed to keep you totally dependent on that next paycheck.
Okay, let's just take a typical professional. Let's say they're earning about $85,000 a year. After taxes, their biweekly check is around $2,458. But before they even get a chance to think about what to do with it, poof, it's gone. Rent, car payments, groceries. By the time 2 weeks are up, there's a measly $48 left. And see, this is a key part of the trap. The system slices up your money into little pieces, so you never feel the full weight of how little you actually get to keep. And here's the scary result of that. Over 60% of professionals, we're talking people with good jobs and good salaries, couldn't keep up their current lifestyle for more than 1 month if their paycheck just stopped tomorrow. 1 month. That is not security. And that's the real illusion, isn't it? The trap gives you just enough comfort, the nice apartment, the reliable car, to stop you from asking the single most important question. Why am I not building any actual wealth? So, let's break down how the system locks you in so darn effectively. It's this 1-2 punch of outside pressures and our own psychology. And it all starts with a cycle that, well, most of us fall into. This is a cycle that economists call lifestyle inflation. And it goes something like this. You get a raise, and you feel that little burst of freedom. So what do? You reward yourself. You upgrade the car, maybe move to a better neighborhood. But the problem is, your expenses creep right up to meet your new income. And suddenly you need that higher salary just to keep your head above water. You are no freer than you were before.
They're often called the golden handcuffs. The fancy lifestyle your job pays for is the very thing that chains you to that job. You can't take risks, you can't quit to start that business you've been dreaming of, because all your money is already spoken for by your landlord, your bank, the car company.
And this is the bottom line. When you are living paycheck to paycheck, even if it's a big one, you are predictable, you are controllable, you have to show up to work because your whole life depends on it. Real freedom isn't found in how much you earn. It's found in the gap between what you earn and what you spend. Okay, but it's not all doom and gloom. You can absolutely break free. And it starts with one concrete, totally achievable goal that will fundamentally change your relationship with money in the entire financial system. And that first number might surprise you. It's not $1 million, it's not even $100,000, it's $20,000. Just 20 grand in savings. This is the amount that creates real, actual breathing room. It shifts you from playing constant defense to a position of strength. Now here's why that number is so powerful. When you have less than 20 grand in the bank, you are the perfect customer. Banks profit from your overdraft fees, they sell you high-interest desperation products like payday loans, and they rake in thousands from your credit card debt. But once you cross that $20,000 line, you suddenly become unprofitable to them. You stop being their target customer, and that is a great place to be. And what happens then is a massive psychological shift. Below $20,000, you're operating with scarcity brain. Every unexpected bill feels like a 5-alarm fire. You're just reacting to things all day. But above $20,000, you switch to abundance brain. A car repair is no longer a crisis, it's just an inconvenience. You have options, you have leverage, you can finally start planning for the future. So with that safety cushion locked in, you can stop playing defense and actually start playing offense. And this means moving beyond just saving money and into building a system that works for you. And it starts with a new psychological milestone.
The next goal is $1,000 a month. But here's the key. It has to be in passive income, money that you earn whether you get out of bed or not. Now, this isn't enough to make you rich, but it's just enough to act as a psychological circuit breaker that completely rewires how you think about money and risk.
We call this the anxiety threshold. See, that $1,000 a month is just about enough to cover your absolute basic survival needs. Groceries, utilities. It quiets that primal nagging fear deep in your brain that's always asking, what if everything goes wrong?
When that voice finally goes silent, the quality of your decision-making just skyrockets.
But listen to me on this, because this is the most common, most devastating mistake people make. They earn that extra $1,000, and what do? They immediately spend it. You cannot do this. The only move is to reinvest every single penny back into assets that generate even more passive income. This is how you create a snowball of wealth that starts to grow all on its own.
You have to think of it this way. That money isn't a bonus to upgrade your lifestyle today. It's the seed capital for your financial freedom tomorrow. It's the down payment. It's your ticket to playing an entirely different game.
Which of course brings us to the final phase. This is where you stop thinking about just earning a salary and you start thinking strategically about how to convert that income into lasting, durable wealth.
As the legendary investor Charlie Munger once said, the first $100,000 is the hardest. And why is that? Well, because you're fighting uphill. You're building all the habits from scratch, and that magical force of compound interest hasn't really kicked in yet to do the heavy lifting for you. And this is the distinction you have to burn into your brain. Your salary is income. It's temporary. It stops the second you stop working. Wealth is what you own. It's assets that keep working for you day and night. The entire game, from here on out, is converting your temporary income into durable wealth. So let's bring it all together. It was never about the size of your paycheck. A CEO making $500,000 a year can be just as trapped as someone making $50,000 if their expenses are $490,000. True financial freedom is found in only one place, that gap between what you earn and what you spend. And your primary mission is to make that gap as wide as humanly possible. And that leaves us with one final crucial question you need to ask yourself. Look at your own finances, your own spending, your own paycheck. Is it just funding a comfortable prison? Or are you using it, day by day, paycheck by paycheck, as a tool to buy back your own freedom? The choice, as always, is yours.